So hi, Laura Nettles. We're live.
Oh, are we?
Wait, is it? I don't know. Is it true? I'm looking at my phone.
It still says scheduled.
Yeah, mine says waiting, which is
There
weird.
it goes.
Yes. Look at that. Look at your gorgeous face. How are you, Laura Nettles?
I am good. I am great.
Okay. Tell everyone all about yourself, and then we'll brag on you after.
And I have this going in another tab so I can hear myself.
Oh, okay. 1 second, friends.
Fixed it.
Adjusting.
So I am Laura Nettles. I do mostly write horror, although I have branched into the romance space. I have 4 short romances, 5 now, under Samantha R. Silverstone. And I do have a secret project for a erotic romance pen name. So yeah, that one's at 11K so far. So I'm very excited.
Do we have the pen name, or are you waiting to release it till later?
I don't think I'm gonna release it because this one's erotic romance, and it would come back to my film career name.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. All right, we're going to say hi to the folks. Say hi to the peeps real quick, and then we'll do a quick hello. So we said hello to JC Carpenter and Eva. Richard. Christian popped in to say hello. I said Eva, right? It's been a day. It's been a week. We're at graduation.
Eva deserves twice the hellos.
Twice. Hello, JC. Jessica Berry. Hello. Hello, friend. Anna. Hi. Oh, Tiff. Hi, Tiffy. Hi. So, Regina, hi, friend. Dee. Hi. Okay. So, you know what we do? We get together and we do the prompts. The only different thing we're going to do tonight. Oh, I guess I should intro myself. Hi, I'm me, and you're at my house. Take your shoes off at the door, please. But after that, sit down and hang out with us. We do writing prompts 2 to 3. Tonight, we're going to try 3. And we put them up. You write to them for a few minutes. We come back, and then we share the work. And anybody who wants to come up and read theirs, please do. Or you can email it to us, and we shall read it for you in our best audiobook voice. But tonight, we're going to do 1 nonfiction. So we're going to do 2 fiction and 1 nonfiction. Or if you're not really a writer, although you are, you just don't know it yet. Journal. So use it as a journal prompt. So that's the one change. So Laura Nettles, what were we talking about backstage before we came live?
Querying.
Why are we talking about that, Laura Nettles?
Because I flippin' am excited. Yeah, Seeds of Doubt is with my final round of beta readers before I dive into my second time in the trenches with this novel. So yeah, I'm pitching it to an agent in person at StokerCon June 1st. I'm super excited.
We'll be with you in spirit. We want to hear all the things.
Yeah. And I have my list of agents to send emails and do the query submission thingy for. So I have 26 agents on that list. So.
Well, I was telling Laura backstage, I have a feeling, I've known her a long time because, we've years now, and I've watched her just be more and more amazing by the second. But I told her backstage, I have a weird feeling, I don't know what it is, but I always trust my raunchy gut, that I think that this is the book, this is the query, this is the time. So I fully anticipate an I Am Agented video from the great Laura Nettles in the future. And after that, you can come here and tell us all about it.
I hope so much.
And then we'll say, we knew her when.
I know. But yeah, I also have a YA romance that's kicking around in my brain now. So who knows?
I am loving where all these, you cannot be tamed. You're I'm doing all the things. Listen, I am not even, I tried it once and did not succeed. And I'm going to try again in the early next year. But yes, anybody, I would read anything or try to help in any way I can. Jessica's energy, I agree with. You got this. This is all you. How exciting!
I need to switch out my lighting. My lighting is atrocious.
You would not be too proud of mine, Laura. I have the weirdest setup happening at the moment with the lighting, but Dolores, her friend, how are you? Speaking of spicy stories, Dolores writes them. We have so many great authors with us tonight. I hope some of you guys will write and share. Laura's got some amazing prompts. I was spying them before we became live. And then I have the one nonfiction-y one. So anyway, Laura, anything else you want to announce? Any other big things coming up? Video series, book releases? Anything?
So I am going to be doing a super special. I got 666 subscribers special. So 6 friends, 6 hours, 6 activities on the 18th of May.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Anna. Yes. If you don't have my email, Anna, I will send it to you in Instagram, and you can email like my personal email, and then you can email it to me. But yes, I do. So 666 for the devil.
Yeah.
What are we what are we doing? And in the meantime, you can write the YA Hades and Persephone. Yes, I was hearing about this. And I'll write the spicy Hades and Persephone. Ooh, Jessica,
That's
I like
the thing. I can't really it's like, do I want to go super spicy or do I want to go the sweet YA with
like closed door? Like, yeah.
No, not closed door. Like this is their first love.
Oh.
Slow burn. Awkward teenagers. And yeah, so I think I'm going that route. So I wrote the prologue on the plane, and it opens with Hades in the belly of Kronos when the dad eats all the kids.
Where did I read that? Oh, I know.
I texted it to you all.
No, I know. I'm like, wait, where did I read? Okay, I know where I read that. Yes.
Yeah, so it starts out with daddy issues. So
don't know.
But I'm pulling some like Aeneid where like Hades is non-binary in this version. Ooh. And they have been cursed to be a kid for a long time.
Oh.
So they're finally going to break the curse and start like being a teenager and stuff. And so they're still going to be all smushy, awkward, and it's going to be awesome.
Well, that's like blinding. I can't wait to read it.
Because, Kronos is like, I'm going to eat the kids. And so the mom's like, well, if they're a kid, they're never going to take over your position. So you might not need to take care of it. But nah, he eats them anyway.
It's dark. Dolores says, we'll see if I feel well enough to write. Definitely can't talk. So if anything is written, you guys will have to read it. No worries. So if you're a newbie here, if you haven't been here before, the whole idea is write your story if you want. You can share it with us, or you can keep it for yourself, whatever. No judgment. But write to the prompt, and then you can send it to us or join us and read it yourself. You're welcome to join. Okay, that is amazing. I'm loving the idea of that. This one was funny. Keep it legal. And then Eva said, ew, teenager sex. No, thank you.
Exactly.
It's like, maybe it wasn't as bad as my teenager sex. I don't know. I'm in a rabbit hole since I need to make space in my laptop for streaming on Twitch eventually. And oh, Lord, the things I found. I'm sure you have all the receipts. All the receipts are on your computer. I'm doing a whip at the moment where the elves are a lesbian cult, essentially. Well, yeah. Oh, imagine that. I was like, Richard, yeah, they would be. Okay, so anybody else have any announcements? We have several book releases that came out in the last few weeks. Tiffany had a release. Who else had releases in the last few weeks? There were several. Nia had one not long ago. 4 weeks ago.
Becca C. Smith had one come out.
Oh, Becca C. Smith. That's right. Same day as Tiffany. Tuesday, right?
I think so.
Anyway, if you're in the audience and you had a release in the last few weeks and you have a wrench, drop your link. So share it with folks so people can find you and read your story, and feel free to like blurb it. This is the appropriate time. So Laura, before we transition to our prompts, the thing I wrote up there is true. Like, since my channel is shifting to more of talking about my health and my journey on my chronic illness journey, I realize now that I read my journals and look back at like my writing throughout the year, that there's a lot of times where I think writing is my outlet, or it's my place I go like to reset and sort of have that, get out of work and life stress, or like pandemic when we met, stress of the world. And it was the place I went to kind of have fun and play and heal from like all of life's ugliness. So I thought this was a great opportunity to have a little fun, write some fiction, have one nonfiction, because I'm doing a little bit of that right at the moment and might try querying it in the early year. So thought I might get a little of my work done while we play. So our journey to self-healing. What do you, Laura, do you journal that way? I know I've seen some of your like pretty journals with stickers and everything, but do you do like ever do prompt journals? Or anybody out there do prompt journals?
Not really prompts, no. But yeah, I don't know. I just like this one, I was keeping track of my expenses as well as what I did during the day and what books I read and things like that. That's the thing. I share my journal flip throughs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't write too in depth on the emotions because I share flip throughs on YouTube.
Okay.
But
fair.
I probably should. Like that's the point of journaling, isn't it?
Well, but I'm wondering if you're fiction writing, because I guess that's what I was going to say. So and that's where I think the tie-in comes from like where my channel is headed now with the content I'm now doing and my writing stuff that brought me here in the first place is like where I find they meet. So I think for you, Laura, even if you're not writing it in your journal because of the flip through, I can definitely see maybe that you still are getting that through your fiction. You know what I mean? Like it's still your place you go to like reset. Like, anybody else?
I will explore emotions and stuff through like the poems that I wrote back in December and stuff like that. And when I start writing a drabble or a short story or a flash or whatever, I'm like, okay, what emotion do I want to explore? An opening image, and then just go for it. So,
ooh, I like that. Okay, that would be like a mental reset. Hang on, I was going to read what Stephanie said. I liked it. I journal a lot, kind of a place to vent out life and stuff. That's me. That's how I journal. Mine's all nonfiction. It's like not like my day always. It's more just like overall life stuff. So yes, also writing ideas and stuff. Yes to all of it. Let's see. Oh, Shay. Hey, friend. Been a long time. How are you doing? Good to see you. I don't really read about capitalism, Eva. I feel like I always miss your lives. I know. I miss you, friend. How have you been? Okay, let's see. Yes. Okay, they're chatting. Mia. Hi, Mia. Hi, friend. All right. Well, are we ready? Do you want to hit us with your favorite first? What are we getting? Like, by the way, are there genres? Are we getting like romance, horror, or like
the romance? Both of them. So the first one is a variation upon a quote that I read for somebody who was born May 10th, but like in 1933. So I took their quote and spun it into a romance prompt.
Oh, okay.
So you are a strong person.
Oh, sorry.
You are a strong person, as in a strong attraction for trouble. Today, the trouble has a name, and it rolls off the tongue deliciously.
I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. How much time? We'll let the audience throw some numbers out. Hi. Yeah, let's throw some numbers out for how long people want to write. Like what's our max? 20 minutes? 15 minutes for the timer? How long do you want to give folks? And then we'll let people like throw out numbers. Throw us your numbers, people. How long should the sprints be? You're a strong person, as in a strong attraction for trouble. That trouble has a name, and it rolls off the tongue deliciously. Oh, I love when you do that, because then I can copy and paste it. Okay, we've got 30.
Sky 2024.
Wait, look at this. Ned rolls off the tongue deliciously.
I almost put Ned, but I was like, I'll leave it more open-ended.
Now I'm 100% using Ned. Okay, 30 minutes on the board. We got 18 minutes. We've got 20.24. D, I love you in so many ways, and that is another reason why. Oh, because the year. Now I feel dumb.
Yes.
Hi, Richard. I thought she was giving a time. No. All right, is that the time? So do you want to just...
Want me to pull up a timer?
Yeah, pull your favorite. Do you want to do 20 since we got 2 of those?
Sure.
20 mins. All right, people, 20 mins. That's what we're going to do. We're going to write to Laura's prompt. Once again, you are a strong person, as in a strong attraction for trouble. Today, that trouble has a name and it rolls off the tongue deliciously. Ooh, I love it. Oh, I need a document.
Let me share my screen. Come on. There we go.
Okay. Let me go over here.
Alrighty.
I have a fly in here. What in the heck?
The fly loves you.
I know.
Wants to be near you always.
All
right. The prompt has been pasted in the chat a little while back. So if you want to just copy paste, it's up there. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, it flew. Well, Laura Nettles, how did you do?
I did all right.
All right, let's say hi to some peoples, and then we'll read and have people join. We saw Labyrinth come in. Greg, Nigel, Neil, Steve. I went with the name. It was none of those. Carlos. I like that name. Mr. Oh, here's what I was trying to catch. Hi, Mama Maggie. How are you, friend? Okay, Bath and Body Works. What happened? Oh, Shooting Chandler. Okay, so how'd the prompts go? Did you want to join? Oh, bye, Eva. We love you.
Hi.
Bye. Oh, wait. She was saying she did all that. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Never mind. Sorry. Ready for some stories. Okay, yes. Okay. Let's do video to the channel then first. Oh, okay. Okay. So Laura got some writing done. I got all of 164 words. That one I did not do great with. But I wrote something. So it's short, but I wrote something. So I'm hoping the second one I feel a little more. I don't know. This one got me. I kept getting stuck and like getting in a cul-de-sac of like, uh-oh, how do I get her from here to here? So how about you? Did you feel good? What did you get?
I got
Same
364.
364. Good for you, Laura. That's good. That's solid. No, sorry, I wasn't trying to shoo you away. I just misunderstood what you were saying. Sorry. Yay, stay. Lurking and cooking. That's okay. We love you. Mine's short too. So this will be a short round if it's just Laura. Oh, wait, I need to open my Insta, don't I? If you would like to join us or send us your story, you just need to, and I'm going to pin it in the comments so you can find it. Either, or your Nettles animation, right?
Yeah.
Is it all one, Laura?
Dot.
Dot.
There's a period in between the two.
Got you. Animation and add. Oh, now you got me questioning whether I have a space in between mine. Hold, please. Underscore. Okay, look at that. It's being real fancy. Okay, so send your pieces to either one of those inboxes, and we shall read your piece. Show. No writing for Stephanie. I finished the hard drive saving and deleting things. I need to get writing ASAP. Okay, well, we got plenty of time. All right, Laura Nettles, do you want to share yours first? Do you want me to share my underwhelming short one first, and then you can like kill it with the close? How do you want to go?
I'm sure yours is amazing.
Sweetie, it is like 115 words. I wrote 4 paragraphs. They're not even paragraphs. Several.
Kick us off, Barrett.
No. You go first.
Okay.
You take it away. Set the stage.
I've always been a trouble magnet, a veritable true north on the compass of shit situations. Wham! My shoulder throbs as I recover from body checking someone on the sidewalk. Coffee goes everywhere, staining my work blouse and slacks, dripping down into my shoes. A fucking course. I'm so sorry, says a mild tenor. Looking up, my heart flutters despite my current state. He's tall, immaculately dressed, and wearing designer glasses that perfectly frame his green eyes. Are you okay? He asks. Mine stuttering back into gear, I wave him off. Better to not be perceived in this state. Nothing that's never happened before. I'll survive. Thank God I have a spare set of clothes in my office, or this board meeting was going to have to be rescheduled whether Mark wanted it to be or not. I'm Alejandro, he says, digging a hand into his pocket and pulling out a business card. I'll pay for the dry cleaning. At this point, agitated pedestrians are jostling around us, grumbling about us being in the middle of the sidewalk. Better take the card and run, and then never call him. It's my fault I hit you. But thanks anyway. The thick eggshell texture business card feels expensive in my fingers, even more than my own. Alejandro, he repeats. Alejandro Ruiz Delgado. I'll be expecting your call by tonight. His sly smile makes my trouble radar blare. He's gorgeous, and he knows it. Probably a womanizer and raised on a silver spoon. But maybe I could use that. Snap out of it, Lisa. You don't know what you're stepping into. But those eyes, and dark curly hair thick enough I want to run my finger through it. Fuck it. I put the card in my bra, watching as his eyes crinkle at the edges in appreciation. It's a date then, I say before turning on my stiletto heel and entering the tower I call my second home. It's really my first, but I can lie to myself and say work-life balance. I kept good boundaries in my romantic endeavors. Who was I kidding? Bitch on the business street, slut in the pleasure sheets. The end.
Love it. Laura. Love it. Love it. Okay. Labyrinth sent me yours. I will read it. I'll read mine next, and then I'll read it Labyrinth. Ours are both short and the equivalent of Laura's one. So take ours together and you have a full Laura story. Labyrinth and I each make one Laura. Like if we put it together. Yay, you're getting all the claps. All the claps. Ooh, that was amazing. I'll make a story for the second one. Yay. Who was I kidding, right? Wait, this one I loved. Spain, Spanish, or Italian? Does he purr or growl when he talks? Love it. Don't be sorry, friend. Good to see you. Yeah, loved it, Laura. That was good. Love the name. Where did the name come from?
The first name came from Esther's comment, and the hyphenated last name came from Google. List of last names.
Okay. Okay. So I'll read mine and then I'll read Labyrinth and then we'll do the next prompt. Okay. So I am a strong person, as in a strong attraction for trouble. Today, that trouble has a name and it rolls off the tongue deliciously. Like the fruity finish to a fine wine, Hugo Bardolino proved that we can only appreciate the sweet because we have suffered the sour. From the moment he darkened my door, he managed to flood my basement while simultaneously driving me to drink, which happens to be his favorite hobby. Drinking, not plumbing, but I bet he excels at that too. Now here he stands in the middle of my yard, shirtless, glistening with sweat, shoveling mulch, and I find myself glued to the window. When did I become the creepy lady? Hugo looked up and flashed that smile that makes my knees weak before I could duck. I backed away awkwardly, feeling more embarrassed with each step. I can't believe I was just busted gawking at my landscaper. I'm every stereotype of a woman my age that I hate. But maybe those women are getting everything I never got from Ned. Okay, that was all I got. So let me get Labyrinth. Okay, are we ready? Just gonna, oh, it's short. That's good. Okay. Oh, it's very small though. Hold, please. Can we make Instagram? Oh, wait, I know how. Hold on. Can I make Instagram bigger of how old I am? Okay, that's better. The boat docks into the dock of the Mediterranean Sea. The gentleman's eyes, as dark as the world's darkest chocolate, mesmerized me from the moment we met. He approaches me as the streams of golden sunlight race past, only for him to walk past me as if I wasn't his intended pursuit. Then I hear behind me the name Sebastian, faintly, not really paying much attention to the rest of it, as if it's unimportant. Just his name lingered on my mind while I repeated it over and over again. My eyes closed for a moment as I'm hyper-focused. What I thought was a cool breeze dancing suddenly against both my arms, and that's as far as Labyrinth got. So like I said, Labyrinth and I together are one half Laura. Uh-oh, now I can't get it off the big screen. Hold on. Okay. We're back. That was fun. Okay, I'm feeling warmed up. We're ready for prompt 2. Oh, does anybody else have more to share? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay, speak now or forever hold. We're going to move on to the next one. I know, both were short. Sebastian Hastings. Oh, I loved that movie. Was that the Amanda Bynes? Was that the Amanda Bynes movie, or do I have the wrong one? No, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I have the wrong person. More like Sebastian's right girlfriend. Oh, yay. Okay, finish it and send it. Yay. All right. So, Laura, are you ready for prompt 2? And then I'll make a banner for prompt 3.
Sure.
And then people give us an idea on times.
Here is prompt numero dos.
Dos.
Spring flowers are budding, the breeze is warming up, and the local nursery is open. If only this specimen wasn't intent on buying all the plants you've been planning on for months.
Oh.
All those tomatoes. Let me
I love that
copy
you're
it.
really leaning into the plant lady for the second one. You're like, let me do it. Seeds of Depth tie-in.
Not quite.
But we could imagine.
Yeah. Let's see. Stephanie says 1723. Esther says 2832.
You decide. Your call.
Sky says, dang it, I'm still not done. Copying prompt for later. Joanne says, I have an idea for this one. Aiden and Darcy, or Tiwa and Aiden. Specimen as in hot man, or specimen as alien, hot alien.
Either. Choose your favorite. It's like a choose your own.
They need plants so that they can study Earth. Sky says 3024. No Bauchica, I'm thinking for this one, but a lot of hostile. Jessica says 30. Porque no lo sos? A hot man who is an alien. That one says 15. And it says, what if the person decides he, she, they want to use the plant for baking? They're making special brownies. Could be both. Guys are making me want to go monster romance on this.
Do it.
Hi, Margaret. Welcome.
Are doing karaoke tomorrow afternoon before I drive to Kansas City. So I will put that up later. But hi, Margaret.
Nice.
Me promoting.
So
sorry,
we got a wide range here.
Okay, you pick it. Whatever's your favorite flav. You could run them.
So let's go in between and do a 25.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Nagi says maybe she calls him the specimen because she is a research doctor and doesn't have time for all the hormone stuff.
Yes, that.
No special brownies involved in this prompt. Or is there? I only have last name on the singing list, thanks to Sky. Let's see. I finished prompt 1 and it came out at 617 words. Woo!
Yes. You want us to read it? You can send it to us. We'll read it before we go into the thing if you want.
Yeah.
Encouragement to your future self.
You can send it on over. I don't think we have time for a 45 because we're doing a third prompt after this one.
Yes, but we can make that one shorter if you want because it's non-fic.
Only the timers are average in length.
Ooh, and girth. Laura.
Everything else tends to be large.
I'm in charge. Okay.
Heading out to make root beer, pub burgers, and sweet potato fries for dinner.
Sounds delicious, Mama Maggie.
Have fun.
Have all day fun. Okay, I gotta
Sure, you can send it through Discord.
Yay! Send it to Laura. She shall read.
Yes. Okay. I've got Discord open. There it is. I do not have access.
Ruh-roh.
If you change the permissions to anyone with the document, then I can open it.
My husband just got home. I hear him. Now try.
Ta-da! Got it. Okay. Here we go. Girl, you know you're a magnet for trouble. The southern drawl made the sting of the words hurt a little less, of which she was grateful. Shaking her head and looking down into the bright red of her cherry whiskey sour, she tried to think of a scathing comeback. Yeah, well, at least I don't pick the fights, she finally said, wincing when it was not at all close to scathing and barely even a comeback. You don't pick 'em, but honey, you sure fucking fight 'em. get stuck fighting them. I can't read. Her friend roared with laughter, leaning back and almost tipping right off her bar stool. When she straightened herself, she downed the shot she had sitting beside her regular mojito and shook it off. My point is, maybe it's time to stop. Slow down and give it some time. He was a piece of shit. Who gives a fuck if he was rich? Danny, you can't keep doing this to yourself. In response, Danny rolled her eyes and looked around the room. Anywhere but at Tiffany, her successful, married with kids, incredibly strong-willed best friend. The woman had it all. So what would she know about this anyways? The bar wasn't a tiny little dive on the side of the road like you see in the movies. No, it was an actual city bar, just not at a club. It had a dance floor where you could mindlessly grind on some stranger who was more likely to spin you around in circles as you stepped on your feet a few times. It had bathrooms that were actually somewhat clean and functional. It even had staff that weren't completely unfeeling, but also weren't looking to be your new best friend. You know, a bar that was there to get you drunk, and that's about it. In her little perverse, no, that's his purse. In her little purse, her eyes landed on the peruse. Sorry, it's a different font. In her little peruse, her eyes landed on the front doors that opened, and that's where the perusal stopped in its tracks. Forget tall, dark, and handsome. She was looking at petite, perky, and pretty. How someone could be all leg and yet be around 5 feet tall was beyond her. But one thing Danny did know was that she wanted those legs wrapped around her head yesterday. Hey, why don't you order us another round? I'm just gonna say hi. Jumping off the bar stool, she was wading through the small crowd before Tiffany could say anything but her name. Crossing the room, she stopped in front of the table the new beauty had sat in and smiled, while taking the woman in a little bit more. Her lovely porcelain skin was painted with ink in bright colors and twisting shapes that Danny wanted to lick from end to end. Hi, my name's Danny. Can I guess yours? The woman smiled, and there was not a sense of God in that beauty. You could try, but I highly doubt you'll succeed, she purred, leaning on the table to give Danny the perfect glance down her low-cut top. Danny hummed for a moment and thought. Isabella? She tried the first name that came to her mind, and the woman shook her head. Amy? She tried again, and the woman burst into laughter. Are we going to keep doing this all night? Because you've got an impossible chance to actually get it in the next 3 days. She scrunched her nose, and Danny cringed. Oof. Well, I was hoping it would be easy, and I can impress you by guessing it. She gave a flourish of her hand, and the woman shook her head. Lilith. The single name rolled off her tongue, and Danny's heart skipped a beat. Ooh.
Love it. I love the voice. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Was that Jessica? Or whose was that? Stephanie? Who wrote that one?
That was
Jessica Berry?
Yes.
Yes. Jessica. Love your voice. Love the story. Loved where you took it. Nailed it. Well done, Fran.
I love
it.
the name Lilith.
Me too. It was steamy. There was
It'd help if I could read.
Well done. No, I thought that was funny. Where did Margaret hear? Purse, verse, perverse, verse, peruse. I'm like, first of all, the verses in there would have made it harder. Purse, verse, perverse, purse. Yeah,
I can't spell, so anything similar. I couldn't tell if it was a U or a V. Okay.
We're good. Okay, so what time did you land on? What did you decide? Oh, 25? Is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, sweet. So prompt number 2, one more time before we go into 25-minute sprint. Spring flowers are budding, the breeze is warming up, and the local nursery is open. If only this specimen wasn't insisting on buying all the plants you've been planning on for months. Enemies to lovers. Give us a little
Seymour.
Yes, give us some of that, Richard. Give us a little shop, retelling. I'm ready. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Oh, I didn't finish again, but I got further. That was fun. I liked that one.
Yay! I'm not done either.
Oh, Stephanie sent us one. Yay. No worries on the typos, my friend. Oh, good. She wrote to this prompt. Okay, perfect. Okay, so
438.
how did everyone do? Who did when?
438.
438. Go, Laura, go. I feel like I got 307. So better than last time. Not a crazy amount, but better than last time. Okay, I got something at the start. Feel free to send. Anna, feel free to send. I didn't finish. It was just too short. I skipped ahead in the scene because I wanted to get more sexy. Yes, send it to us so we can read it.
Yeah, mine's just the meet cute.
I'm not finished. Send. Yeah, same. I didn't get past. I didn't even get past the meet cute. I got to like they've met. Write something with 2 minutes and send. Yes, feel free to send to Insta either. Oh, 558. Yay, way to go. Laura or me. So Laura, do you want to go first?
You go first this time.
Me? Okay. Okay. Let me make it 230% so I can read it. Okay. Spring flowers are budding. The breeze is warming up and the local nursery is open. Running out of thrillers for my pots simply won't do. One can't have pots with just fillers and spillers. That's just so gauche. Wandering through the aisles of Hers Nursery, I'm just not seeing anything that is going to work for this last pot. But then the familiar cotton candy-sized puffs of hydrangea on the endless summer display caught my eye. It was swarming with people, which normally would be the last place I would put myself. But my pots. I'm known for them, really. Therefore, I will put myself around other humans to get the thriller that I need to make that last pot sing. Looking them over before reaching for the one I felt would work best in the pot I wasn't prepared. Oh, sorry. Looking them over before reaching for the one I felt would work best in my pot hit me before I was not prepared for the tug. I don't know what I fucked up there. Sorry, friends. Sorry, I grabbed this one first. It took me a minute to register what was happening. Oh, hell no. I'm not giving this butt wipe my hydrangea. I'm afraid it's me that is sorry. Sorry for snagging this particular hydrangea because it fits my pot like OJ's glove. I'm sort of known for my planters, so I can't let people down. I'm sure you understand, I said, while wrapping my free arm around the plant and pulling it into a bear hug. In one swift motion, I tugged it free and spun to make my escape. On my first full stride towards the register, I felt the heavy hand hit my right shoulder from behind and pull me backward so hard I thought I might fall. Are you seriously snagging the plant I had been looking for more than 5 minutes and grabbed first? Asked this specimen, insisting on buying the only plant I needed to complete my perfect summer planters. And that's as far as I got. Also, I like
his glove.
planters. Well, because he just died.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I kind of forgot and then was reminded. Yes, you can go last, Joanne. No biggie. Yay, I love that one, Laura. That was fun. Okay. Hit us with yours, or do you want to read? Let's see who I got. Oh, I got Stephanie's. If you want me to do it. Or wait, you read and then I'll read Stephanie's. And then I'll send you one that I get in Insta that comes to me. And let me pin our addresses so people have them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Let me scoop this. Scoop.
This?
Okay. Dusty pink blossoms flood this tree across the street, petals glinting in the moonlight. Disgusting. I breathe through my scarf as I pass the pungent plant and enter the specialty nursery. It's in here that I can lower the fabric from my face and take in the beauty of the dark green, purples, and blacks. Venus flytraps take up a corner of the establishment, black dahlias another, with hanging pitcher plants the color of Gothic decay hanging from the skylighted roof. Welcome, Lilith, says Serena. I stole the name. The owner of the establishment. We special ordered in some new specimens as requested. They're delightfully dreary. This way. I keep my second and third sets of arms wrapped around my torso as I weave through the aisles so as not to knock any of the pots over. While arachnid humanoids were finally able to be in polite society, it was best to not get it was best to get in and out of public as soon as possible with the least amount of trouble. Huh, Serena says. The Australian sundew topiary was right here, as well as the corpse flowers. I look around, lowering my special sunglasses slightly that obscure how many eyes I have. There, on the other side of the nursery, is a man with my prizes in his cart. How fucking dare. I'm sorry, says Serena. They were first come, first serve. The next shipment will be here in a few weeks. Shit. I was on my own to get my flora away from the grubby mitts of a man who happened to smell of O-positive blood and a healthy dose of iron. A guilty pleasure. Stealthily I approach him, dodging hanging vines that try to tangle in my hair. Excuse me, I say once he's a yard away. You have my special orders. He looks to me and my pulse quickens. Vampire. He's a vampire who's recently fed. His eyes seem to glow in the dim light, rising up and down my form as if studying me. Does he find me as prey? Hello, he whispers, the words trailing tingles over my skin as if his lips were pressed to my pulse point. I don't believe we've been introduced. Lilith. My name falls from my tongue as if summoned. Is he hypnotizing me? But my arachnid ancestry should be making me immune? Lilith Vive. French? He smiles, the corner of a porcelain fang visible. I'm Vincent Sangue. Italian, I respond. What are you doing in America? I could ask you the same, he says with a playful lilt. I've not seen one as beautiful as you for the past few centuries, especially in the New World. He offered his hand, taking one of mine. His kiss lingers after his lips have released my skin. That's all I got.
Oh, I love it. I love the names. I love the atmosphere. You gave us space. I love it. I love it. Okay, everybody likes Lilith. Lilith. Lovey. Grubby mints. I love it. Monster romance.
Yes.
You did it. I love this. Stop. Mine is also them breaking in. Sent a link wrote on my phone. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Oh, we got it. Yay. Okay, so I dropped one for you, Steph. I will read other Steph's, and then we'll read Dolores. If anyone else wants to send us the things, I pinned where you can send them, friends. Loved that one, Laura. Okay, so I am reading Stephanie Whitson's. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Spring flowers are budding, the breeze is warming up, and the local nursery is open. If only this specimen wasn't insistent on buying all the plants you've been planning on for months. Finally, the day had come and I could bring all those beautiful plants home with me. I snagged my worn crown royal bag full of my stash, marched through the front gates of the nursery, prepared to lug the racks of plants into my tiny car. Thank you, sir, for your business. My jaw dropped open as I caught sight of the long-legged, dark-haired specimen of a man decked out in a pure black exchange money at the counter. This cannot be happening, I thought as I marched the few feet towards the counter. Good afternoon, Lillian. Gregor, the head of the nursery, greeted me with a smile. What's going on here? I asked, pointing at the plants his puny workers were loading up on a cart. It's wonderful, ma'am, isn't it? I came in here to spruce up my new house down the way, and all these gorgeous flowers were waiting for me, he gleefully pointed out. I don't know who you think you are, but those are mine, not yours. It would be in your best interest to stop what you're doing. This instant, and do not call me ma'am. I could feel the anger boiling in the pit of my stomach. This could not be happening. Lillian, isn't it? There are plenty of other plants and flowers to choose from, he said, and waved his hand around in the space between us. I do not care. Those are mine, I pointed out again and crossed my arms across my chest. As I literally just finished paying Mr. Gregor for those flowers you seem to claim as yours, they're no longer yours to claim, he said rather coolly. You knew I was coming in today. I directed my anger towards Gregor. Yes, but when he offered to pay me twice what they were priced at, there was no way I could refuse, he said. Who in their right mind would pay $2,000 for plants? I nearly shrieked. Who in their right mind would demand plants belong to them when they haven't any claim to them? The stranger said, cool as a pie. Those are my babies, and you will not get away with this, I growled through my clenched jaw. I stared at the two men because, of course, they were men who refused to listen to a woman, gave one last stomp of my foot, and left them alone. I marched directly to my car and watched as that ridiculous looking man, no specimen because men simply do not tell me no, loaded up his truck with my babies. How could I let my babies go just like that? I needed to get them back, and now I had a plan. Maybe not the best plan, but I had to do something. I'm going to get my babies back one way or another. Oh, I love it.
One way or
Oh,
another.
I'm gonna find you. Okay, I love that. I love that. Oh, I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mine is the same doc. Okay, so you've got Jessica Berries. I've got Dolores, and then I think I sent you Labyrinth as well.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got an even number. So you take the next one. These are good. This is fun, guys.
All right. I shall read Labyrinths.
Yay.
Okay. I had my list in hand as I strolled through the entrance of the nursery. I have this contest that I enter every year for the best flower gardens in the Paisley Plum, Missouri County Contest. Population 601. Only this year, it seems I've got a bit of unseen competition as someone's bought up all the flats of flowers I picked out 2 months ago, before the first flower ever bloomed around these parts. I've asked the owner of the nursery, but she won't budge on giving the name. It's almost like she's keeping them behind my back, helping them behind my back. I decided to wait just outside in my car while appearing like I'm just using the place's Wi-Fi on my laptop. Of course nobody knows what I'm really doing, and that's trying to figure out who this clown is that's stolen all my flowers. I mean, they've got to be going to the same contest, too. Why in the hell else would a person grab up my flats? I continue to ignore the outside world while wrapped up in my self-depreciating jealous rage going on in my mind, unaware of the sight to behold outside my old Volkswagen. A gentle tap on the window startles me as the laptop that was in my lap is now on the passenger side floor, on its side, down in a small puddle of water that I did not wipe up after my spill of sweet tea. Not realizing that the sweet tea was about to have a jalapeno dropped on it when our eyes met. The guy's green eyes were so green it made the grass envious, meeting my pale blues. As my cheeks became a raging shade of pink, embarrassment when I realized the side of my laptop which landed is a side that displays in full view, as I realized the picture I found on some random website is his, and his name showing. We both make passing glances at each other in the laptop screen, like we're an old record stuck on repeat. Lord help me now, I thought. The end.
Loved it. Way to go, Labyrinth. Loved it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so who is next? That was Steph. So I have Dolores. Are you ready?
Ready.
I take a deep breath and stretch. Even if the air is partially artificial on the ship, nursery, it's still refreshing. I open my eyes and remember why I had not been in a good mood for the last few days. Commander Rocket, hang on, I have to make this bigger because Barrett's really old. Sorry, Dolores, Mama's got to get a bigger size. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, Commander Rocket up his ass is taking my plants. I sigh, knowing that the whole point of this journey was to bring plants to Plant Beta for population of the flora. Though I have grown so attached to them, I look at the commander as he points, giving orders to the others for transport. The artificial sun frames him like some god, and he looks, nope, no, nope, he is my enemy. I have had to fight for everything I need for my planets, even if the whole mission is the plants. But no, they're taking too much energy. Or they're draining the water supply. Well, why doesn't he try a sonic shower then? I pick up my supplies and walk towards the station hub. Though I bet he would look lovely in a rainstorm, water cascading down his Dr. Rivera? What? I turn to see a cadet who is part of the transport crew. Yes? Commander Swanson wants to talk to you. The cadet is standing at attention, and it takes all my control not to roll my eyes. I'm technically not an officer, but I'm treated as one, being the head scientist. Thank you, Cadet. Dismissed. They head off. I look over at him. Why can't I just hate you like a normal person? I don't bother to clean any extra dust off as I walk over to him. You called for me, sir? I bow slightly to him because, fuck, I'm in a mood. He lowers his tab and raises an eyebrow, but his face stays blank and professional. I want to confirm these flowers need to stay in this environment, correct? He indicates to some topical flowers and trees. Yes, I have it already written. It must be transported directly to the T team so they don't suffer any more shock than they already are going to suffer. I snip at him. He pauses, then presses some buttons and turns. Come with me. I have something else to ask. I follow him down some paths to an area the workers haven't gone to yet. And before I can mention why we are over here, he grabs my wrist. Suddenly, we're moving much faster, and I don't do anything but keep up. Then we stop in front of what I know is a mostly empty supply closet he pressed for it to slide open and tosses me in. He follows me in, the door closes, and the lights flicker to life. He places his pad down on a shelf. I'm so fucking busy today. Why do you have to be so bratty? He snarls. I'm not annoyed. I take a step back, hitting the metal wall behind me, and take a breath. Well, I beg to differ, my star. He leans in and kisses me hard and deep. I can feel his erection, but I lose myself in our kiss. And this is why I can't hate him. Because somehow our fire is like a nova, making a new star when we come together. Ah, Dolores. I love it. You flooded my basement. Wow. That was good. I loved it. Okay. Who is next?
Jessica.
Okay. I'm going to open Joanne's and I'll go after. Okay. Hit it.
Let me make it bigger.
These are so good. I'm loving these, by the way. Dolores, that was great.
Prompt 2. Birds were the first thing that he heard when he stepped out of his SUV. That sound was joined by the soft buzzing of bees and the light sound of the employee watering. Looking up at the shop sign, he pulled out the list he'd made at home and nodded. It was finally spring, and the ground was officially soft enough that he could fix his poor, barren garden. He made the designs, researched the plants, even bought the new paving stones and outdoor lights he would use. Now all he needed were the flowers to go in his beds. This year, Martha, I'm going to kick your ass and get that best yard of the month sign all damn spring, he mumbled, locking the SUV and rushing inside the nursery. The first thing he did was grab a large cart to carry the roughly 80 flowers and bushes he was buying. He hit up the first section in his plans and began looking for the flowers that would last the longest, the ones that would bloom right after he planted them and stay there all season. How many azaleas do you have right now? A voice came from somewhere behind me, but John was too wrapped up in finding the perfect pink to listen too closely. Well, I don't really have a log right now. We don't know exactly until tonight when it updates with today's purchases, the employee replied. That's fine. I'll just take them all. John froze as he'd been reaching for one azalea that had looked perfect. He needed 10 for his plans, and so far he grabbed 3. Of course, the employee beamed. Footsteps crunched on the gravel, and John looked up in time to see him. Not dressed to impress, his broad shoulders filled out his dirt-stained t-shirt perfectly, and they weren't the only thing making his clothes the clothes he wore tight. The blue jeans on the guy were fitted enough to almost see it all, but not enough that they'd rip if he squatted. I'm sorry, sir, but employee broke his concentration and had him frowning. Seriously? John sighed, grabbing his cart and his 3 saved azaleas and dragging it to the next stop. Over and over again, he found himself coming to his plans, only to grab 1 or 2 at best of what he needed before Mr. Moneybags, as he so generously named him, came in and swooped up the rest. He's buying the whole fucking nursery, he growled in his thoughts as he finally looked up and saw the man coming ahead of time. After confirming the unfortunate truth that the man was actually incredibly hot, he started scooping up as many hyacinths as he could. He originally needed 5 of them, but he supposed having 15 was a good replacement for the 3 flowers he completely missed out on. Well, aren't you enthusiastic? Mr. Moneybags laughed as he reached him. Me? I'm not the one buying 1 billion plants he'll probably kill. John stopped in his tracks, barely moving to set the last pot in his cart. I'm sorry, that wasn't called for. It's just, you're not exactly leaving much selection for the rest of us. And by much, I mean any. He sighed. The man laughed and shook his head. Yeah, sorry. I'm in a bit of a time crunch today, so I had to come earlier than normal. That pretty face just wasn't made for looking sorry, even while sprouting apologetic pleasantries, John supposed. So that's our problem, how? It still seems a bit unfair to just buy up everything. Then again, it also seems pretty unfair for the nursery to actually let you. He crossed his arms and gave Mr. Moneybags a droll stare. Sadly, that's life, and they're okay with it, because we work with them every year. He watched the man look down at the hyacinth in John's cart and scoop up one from the display to replace it. This one is sick. You want that one instead. John stared at him in confusion. Okay, who the hell are you? He huffed. The man smiled. My name's Matt Holster, he said with a smile, and John's stomach turned. Holster as in Holster Butterfly Gardens? He asked, and Matt nodded. Yeah, that's me. The end.
Oh, I love it. That was great.
Yay!
Was that Jessica again?
Yeah.
Jessica gets a lot of story in a short amount of time. Like, you're killing it, lady. Like, killing it.
I got Anna's.
Yay! Oh, good, good. Okay, so I'll read Joanne, and then you'll Anna.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, friends. If you have a story, you're welcome to join us. The links for the Instagram are up top. If you want to join us, let us know. We'll send you the link there, or you can send it to us. Last call for Schmalkmahal, because we're going to read the last two and move on to the last prompt. So this one is Joanne. Let's see. Yay. Okay. So a sign above the door depicting fresh herbs made Darcy smile. She and her mom had this herbalist shop customers would come to whenever they needed anything medicinal or something to make a baked good even more delicious, in Lydia or Xavier's case. The herbalist's door rang as Darcy turned to greet the customer waiting for her. She frowned upon him. She frowned upon seeing him. Oh, it's you. A smile tugged at Aiden's lips. Good morning to you too, Moonflower. Darcy's face flushed. How do you know about Tiwa's nickname for you? Aiden chuckled. Girl, Tiwa's not exactly subtle when she's fond of someone. You're no exception. In fact, I think you're the only one she has a nickname for. Darcy self-consciously rubbed her shoulder. Who says she's fond of me? For all we know, she could just be trying to be nice. Aiden gave her a blank look. Seriously, Collins? He shook his head. You have no idea the effect you have on her. He looked away. Or me. Oh. Darcy found the floor particularly interesting in that moment. I didn't. Aiden held up a hand. I know. He picked up a cacao plant, putting some cash on the counter as he sent her a disarming wink. Keep the change, princess. Well done, Joanna.
Nice.
Joanne. Why did I say Joanna? That's my boss's
I
name. Well done, Joanne.
You say Joanna, I immediately think Sweeney Todd.
Oh, really? I think my boss. I'm like, oh, my boss. Dun, dun, dun. Well done, Joanne. All right, you've got Anna. Here we go, Anna.
I love the title. Plant Nursery Shenanigans.
Bring it. Bring the shenanigans.
The plant nursery was a first, he had to admit. It was a fine line. Really fucking fine, as in fine enough that Arthur might have missed it if he so much as blinked. He might have missed it entirely if a regular customer decided they fancied a nice carnation for one reason or the other and brought the thing home for their garden. They would have had a nice surprise when they unpotted it, and Arthur would have had a significantly worse one when his to-do list for the night grew exponentially longer, with things like finding said customer's receipt, tracking them down, breaking and entering, and perhaps a spot of light murder on top of the whole thing. He was already too tired for this. He didn't like getting dirt under his nails when he could help it, and already he didn't like it here. His feet were quiet on the concrete floor, and Arthur did his best to ignore the frankly ominous shadows reaching from the rows of plants on either side, long spindly fingers through the almost black. He flinched each time one of them brushed against him. The sleeve of his jacket, and once the side of his cheek. Who on earth wanted to buy a plant that looked like it might strangle you in your sleep anyway? Vines, ivy, long spindly bastards made up of too many joints locked together in a horrible abomination that didn't stop growing until it had your entire house in a chokehold? Absolutely not. Arthur could not think of anything worse. And, thankfully, it wasn't anything so big or threatening that he'd come for, just a nice, reasonably sized flower. Well, not the flower, but the thing buried beneath it. It was only a few moments before he reached the right table, and he squatted down in front of it, squinting through the darkness at the labels on the pots, and then started again, when another vine brushed the back of his jacket. Then, full-on flinched when a quiet voice spoke up behind him. Sorry about this. Ah, not a vine then. Arthur very valiantly did not groan aloud. Who are you working with? He asked instead. The touch on his back grew more insistent, pushing against him until he stumbled slightly to the side. Arthur looked up. The man was tall. Even if Arthur hadn't been crouched, he would have stood a good few inches taller. Even in the darkness, Arthur could make out the strong curves of his jaw, delicate angles of his cheekbones above. The man shook his head wordlessly. This is a one-person job, Arthur said, a touch more hostile than might have been wise. They didn't need to send anyone else. Look, the man started. The pressure on Arthur's back disappeared as his hand dropped back down to his side. Maybe we should just check to see if the jewels are there before we get too worked up about nothing. Arthur stood. He'd been right. The man was taller than him. A moment of slightly tense silence, full of reaching tendrils and pumping blood. Fine, Arthur said. I already found it. It's that one. If you want to be the one to get your hands dirty, be my guest. The man tilted his head slightly, studying the little handful of flowers with a look that lost to Arthur in the darkness. Instead of digging into the dirt, however, he plucked a single carnation from the bunch and then reached out slowly, as if worried Arthur might pull away, or more likely, that he might shoot the guy, which was what he should have done already, and tucked the flower into the zipper of his jacket, where it hung, somewhat limply, against his collar. Despite himself, Arthur felt his breath catch in his throat. When he spoke again, his voice was strained in a way he hated. Very Oscar Wilde. Oh, if it weren't for the dark, he would swear the man was flushing. I didn't mean it like... Don't worry, Arthur reached out, wrapped his finger around the plant stem and started to tug. I don't think he's rolling in his grave quite yet. Decriminalize one act and we just have to commit a few worse ones to keep it fun. He knew he was rambling, but he couldn't seem to stop. The stem of the carnation bent between his fingertips. We could take them in together. The man's voice was closer now, practically in Arthur's ear. Say we found it at the same time. Return them together. That's not really how this works, Arthur murmured. A hand wrapped around his, strangely gentle, covered the carnation's wiry green stem, callous palm against the back of Arthur's hand. He felt the carnation against his throat, its petals trembling with each of his careful breaths. But, Arthur pressed back, very slightly, against the warm bulk behind him. I'm sure we can come to some kind of agreement. The end.
I loved it. It was good. Loved it. Loved it. Give us more. Give us more. It was so good. I love Anna's character voice.
Yeah.
It's good. It's strong. Individual. I liked it.
Strong like cyanide.
Strong like murder.
Just a stitch of murder.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up, friend. Okie doke. Did anyone else have anything on that prompt? It's like a wedding. Speak now or forever hold thy peace. Okay. I'm not hearing anything, which probably means we should go forth and conquer.
What's the third one?
Mine. It's a nonfiction. So on this one, we can go shorter. And I'll throw it up there.
Yeah.
So we can
and it's like, haha, this one character is just like, ugh, why is always something happening? Anyways.
I mean, that's me every day. Like, can I just stay in bed? Do I have to go? No, I'm loving it. Okay. So we're going to try something different. Don't feel like you have to. We always like consent here. So if you want to write to it, the nonfiction prompt, write to it however you like. So the third one is, Write a letter or short essay, whatever you want to call it, of encouragement to your future self about how you managed to push through pain or a mental health struggle in an effort to ease their journey. So, doesn't have to be long. We can do shorter, 8 to 10 minutes if you want, because this is more, free thought. So, how long do you want to go, Laura? Do you want to go shorter?
Can you paste it in the chat?
Yes. Oh, yes. Hold. I can. And I shall copy, paste. Okay. There is the last prompt. So prompt 3 is write a letter or essay of encouragement to your future self about how you managed to push through pain or mental health struggles in an effort to ease their journey. Oh, Jesus, right? Flash fiction right there. Run, girl, run. Get your hands on that good morphine. Maybe that's just my journey. Okay. So, prompt 3. We can go shorter. We want to do like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. What feels long enough?
I don't know.
Well, let's do. Do you have? Well, I guess we can make any timer shorter. Do you
Yeah.
want to do? Let's do like 10 minutes max, and then
Okay.
that should be plenty of time.
Let's do. Do we want tea or lantern?
Ooh, let me see the lantern. Do lantern. Let's do lantern. That feels kind of, you know, what's the word? Woo woo. I'm taking us very woo woo. Everybody get your crystals. We're doing a 10 minute and 10 minute and 6 second woo woo prompt where I want you to talk to your future self about your own journey. Why am I tugging at your heartstrings? Sorry, Joanne. So it's sort of, I guess you weren't in here yet when I talked about why I'm doing this. So 2 reasons. One, some of my pivoting of my content is more in my like self journey on my disability stuff. And so as I'm working on a nonfiction project, I'm trying to like stretch this muscle a little bit. And I thought this was a great way to, oh, yes, you're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face this. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. Yes. Doesn't matter what you write. You can write whatever you want, long, short, whatever. Treat it like a journal. Treat it like an essay, whatever you want. And then we'll share them if you want or not if you don't. Also, hi, Des. Love ya. Love ya. Love seeing your face, lady. Yes, whatever. Yes, yes. Do all the things. Okay. Here we go. And we'll see you in 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Go.
Okay. Been talking to myself. Just been talking to myself because I'm muted. How did it go, Laura? Were you as lost as I was on the first fiction prompt? No, did you tap into something deep? You're going to make me cry. Do I need tissues? I have them. Oh, you're still muted. You're muted. I know, we're all
So
muted.
you won't need tissues.
Oh, I won't need tissues. Okay, are you going to make me laugh?
No.
Okay. Well, you want me to go first, or you want to go first? I went first last time.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Depression oscillates.
Mm-hmm.
It's fickle and doesn't care if you were happy a minute ago, but that's okay, because friends and family are always there, minute to minute. Even when you go into hermit mode and shut out the world, they'll be there when you peek your head out of the covers. Dad will walk on the beach with you. Mom will hug you. Roy will lick your face. It's okay. It can take a while to pass, but it will. Even when your plans fall apart and financials go in the toilet will flush and you can start again. Clean that porcelain bowl. Don't forget to eat. Paper plates are okay. Dishes are the devil in disguise. When you feel the slip, switch to disposable to avoid the buildup in the sink. You'll be grateful in the long run. Save yourself before you save the planet. It's okay if you have to pay people to detangle your hair. That's their job. They are skilled at it and appreciate the business. Get a satin pillowcase if you don't have the mental spoons to put on a bonnet. Buy those pre-prepared veggies and fruits, already sliced cheese. You'll actually eat it and less will go to waste. That's what I wrote.
I love that. I love that, Laura. By the way, I hate dishes too. They are the devil. Okay, I'm going to throw up some of Eva's comments, but she wrote a short thing I'm going to share because I loved it. I don't know if she meant it to be serious or not. No capes. Cloaks, though. I've been sat here trying to find in my memory which quote my mother has said many times. I can only remember things like rob Peter to pay Paul and milk from a peanut or something. Milk from a peanut, I wonder. I've heard blood from a turnip. Can't get blood from a turnip. I love when my playlist plays a song that hits just right with what I'm writing. It's delicious. That is good. We're all out of practice tonight. I know it's been a minute. We will sit and stare awkwardly forward. No tears or laughter. Will we scream? Okay, good. Hugs, friend. Yes. Great tips. Agreed. Heartfelt and practical. Okay, I'm caught up. All right, the dishwasher. The dishwasher. Labyrinth. I won't live anywhere without a dishwasher now. That's what a queen I've become.
I have a countertop one, and the landlord says I can't use it.
I'd tell your landlord themselves. Sorry.
They claim the pipes in the building are too old.
I'd say the landlord's too old. Okay, Esther said, on a real note, I remind myself of this too shall pass, which is a good thing to remember. Good things pass, bad things pass. Only death is forever. Or however long your religion tells you. Fair. 100 fair. Eva wrote this. Dear me, you can do whatever it is you're going through because you literally made it through all you've been through already. Better, not bitter. And I love that. Love, love, love. We've had a dishwasher in every house here and have never used. Oh, wow. I'm a dishwasher queen. I just can't. Okay. Yes. So, all right. If you want to share with us, send it to us. Otherwise, I'm going to read mine and then we will give a little close out and bid you adieu, good friends. All right. Where did I put my Word doc? All right. There are days that will feel like weeks, moments where your body pushes your mind to the very edge of sanity, and then in a sick twist of fate, your mind will chase your body into a ball of pain that makes you wonder if you'll ever feel normal again. Because we're straight shooters, I won't sugarcoat this for you. It isn't going to ever be normal again, and that's okay. You're not going to think it's okay when you start to realize that normal isn't meant for you, and thank your lucky stars. There will be times where you wonder, when is it your turn for a break? Trust me, it will come. Not as fast as you want, or in the way you fantasize about when you're all alone and honest with yourself, but it will come. Remember that your feelings are valid, whether we're talking about pain, mental or physical, or whether we're talking about the anxiety that comes with the conditions you'll carry with you. You'll struggle with acceptance, which is ironic because you've advocated for acceptance over tolerance most of your life. But for some reason, giving yourself that same grace when it comes to your chronic illness or your mental health seems a bridge too far. But the sooner you get to a place of accepting your disability is part of what makes you your best version of yourself, the better. Don't pay attention to the race others are running. They have more advantages than you. Stay in your lane and run your race. You will always win your race. And then I ran out of time. So that's what I've been writing on lately, those kind of prompts in my journals, and I'm loving it. It's very interesting to go back and look at. And I've been doing it since January, little prompts, not every night, but as often as I can. And I was telling Laura, was it backstage, Laura, that I told you reading back in February? Or did I say it live? Backstage. Okay.
Backstage.
Anyway, when I went back and looked at some of these journal prompt entries from like January, February, I was like, whoa, Barrett, you were kind of depressed. You were in a bad place. So it's kind of interesting to do these like free thought flow writings and look back on them later and just see like where you were at when you were doing it. Because most of my writing has been fiction stuff. So I really haven't ever been a journaler. Like that wasn't a thing for me, but I'm loving this. Okay, Stephanie says, we don't have a dishwasher in the RV, but my father-in-law has one in his house, which we use all the time now that we're here for the summer. Nice. We never had one, want one. I'm telling you, dishwasher is goals. They go in clean. That's funny. Ricky does them before he puts them in the dishwasher. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
just love that it sanitizes the
That's
dishes.
what he says. Okay, fair. I had 3 dishwashers. They all spilled water on my kitchen floor. Number 3 is now trying rack for wash by hand. Fair. My washer is leaking water, hoping. Oh, we had that, Eva, and it was like a hose thing. It was kind of expensive. Oh, thank you. We'll see. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it just helps me. Who knows? I wish I'd have journaled sooner. Like, I think I've journaled ideas for stories. Like, I'd lay in bed and think about story stuff and write, or sometimes I'd write character backstories or like things that didn't really go in a story, but like were about a story. But I've never really written like my free flow thoughts. So that's been kind of fun. So, but man, you really see when you're like the moods you're in. And I can tell when I'm mad at Ricky too. There's a couple times where like I can tell when he and I are fighting about stuff because the whole like subject is just, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna leave him, but there's a lot of like, it would be nice if I had more help with it. And it's like, oh wow, you're a lot right now. I don't mind hand washing. I don't mind the hand washing. It's not that. It's the drying and like putting away that I don't like. And I never am satisfied when I like set them in the dryer thing because they still get spotty. Like that's the only thing I don't like. Oh, you're sweet. You're sweet. Oh my God, this is so true. He's out there vacuuming right now. I'm like, really, motherfucker? You have been gone all day, and I have been live for what, 2 hours? And you just walked in the door and thought you're going to vacuum outside the office. Now you're going to vacuum? Okay, perfect. That too. Oh, also, I love my spouse. Same. I won't murder today. But that is the irony of marriage. Like you marry them because you're not sure if like murder or love, like which way you're going to go. And so you marry them, and you're like, well, it could go either way, really. But yeah, that's marriage. My anecdote for that is murder or love. So you have that to look forward to. Nice. You're welcome. Well, Laura, what else is going on in your world? What do people need to know before we crawl off of here, put my nasal strip on, and go to bed? Snuggle up to spoon together.
I don't know. I'll be on Samantha El Nasset's stream on Monday. Okay. Yay. My stream on Thursday.
Yay.
The 6-hour stream on Saturday.
Yes.
And then back on Sam's and back on mine. So we're doing this next Friday as well.
Okay, cool.
Are we?
Yes. Well, hang on. Wait, next Friday is Puerto Rico. Let's do the next one.
Okay.
The following, so we're gonna have next week off because I have something happening, which I'll talk about when I get back. Although I've already talked about it, but Rick says we shouldn't talk about when we travel.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll tell you when I'm back. But next week I won't be on with Laura, but the week after we will be.
Okay.
Woo!
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out, Esther. I'm coming for you.
Lock your windows. Bar
I
your
bought
door.
75 sunscreen. I didn't even know they made it that large. You
They
guys,
make 100.
they have 100. I was about to tell you, they make 100 sunscreen, which I didn't even know was like a thing. I probably should have gotten that. I got 75. Oh yeah, this is so true. 100%. 100. So yeah. Okay. Oh gosh, this too. I can't believe I forgot this. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas and pet people and rocks and plants and all the things, or mommies or whoever.
Slamp. Gotta love Slamp.
Yes, happy Mommy's Day to all the mommies. The 24th.
My birthday is not on Mother's Day this year.
Yes, what day are we celebrating? Saturday? Friday?
My birthday's tomorrow. But,
oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, why did I think it was next weekend? Okay, I suck.
2 hours.
My calendar. Jeez, mini Christmas. I should sing you happy birthday. Tomorrow night I will sing you like a breathy one.
With a nasal strip?
God, I totally will. Oh, I may even wear a turban and get all dressed up for it.
Oh.
That'll be fun. We should have had a party. I didn't even think of it. We'll do it next Friday. We'll do a belated one. Look at this. Look at this. You're getting all the happy birthdays.
Thanks.
Throwing some Laura money. Yes, send money or strippers. What?
So I used the money that my mom gave me for my birthday to order some books, and one of them arrived today, and I already read it because it was a manga volume. It was good.
Oh,
it was horror.
So happy birthday.
There was one page I was like, oh no, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. I was like, yes.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty straight up great birthday. What's not to love?
So tomorrow I'm getting my hair cut and my hair with a moisturizing treatment. So
Yay.
I'll look all spiffy.
What else are you doing? What's like, are you doing anything else for yourself? Like self-care, like lunch?
Another book is arriving tomorrow. So I might take myself on a reading date and go read at a cafe with my hair done.
That sounds lovely. Well, yay. Okay, cool. Well, Laura's having a birthday tomorrow. Send money, send love, send kittens. We like all the above. I know you're missing Roy, so we'll just love you from afar. Please do all the streams of the friends this week. So you've got you on Nassets Monday, Nia Tuesday. I don't know if
JC Wednesday.
JC's Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday.
Then is Des doing Mondays or no?
I don't know.
Desi, if you're back to streaming Mondays, let me know because I'm shouting it out. But anyway, so yes, can you imagine if we had kittens by mail? So Holly, the new person on my team, brought kittens this week from 2 to 5 one day. And you guys, I got nothing done. I just sat and played with kittens for hours. And I hope no one from my work is watching this because, yeah, I basically let my whole team play with kittens one afternoon. So maybe good team building exercise. Who knows?
Yeah.
Show me.
It was morale building.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. Just the cutest. I know. I just think kittens. I know. Ooh, aiming to come back in June. Okay, June, Desi will be back. We can't wait. No pressure. Whenever is fine. I know they did, but again, it'd be like my luck that my boss would be watching this, and she'd be like, "Did we pay for that?" And I'd be like, "No, it's fine." So anyway, all right, love you all. This has been great. I am doing karaoke with Margaret tomorrow afternoon, though, because in the evening I'm driving to get my mama from Kansas City, so we can do a little Mother's Day with her. So we're gonna do it early tomorrow. I think 1 o'clock my time. Got to talk to Margaret and then put it up. Thank you all for coming. We're gonna miss next week, but we will see you the next week with Stephanie asked me that, and I got distracted by Laura's birthday. Yes, it is the 24th, Stephanie. Sorry if you're still here. That was a while ago. But yes, the 24th. We will see you the 24th at 7 p.m. Love you all. Be well. Subscribe to Laura. Buy her books. Buy her things. And we will see you soon.